Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. My name is Matt. I'm your Monday host, and this week we're having a little bit of a Q&A, and then next week you guys are going to have also a Q&A, but it's for subs week. So this should be fun. So we didn't get many questions from actual viewers, which is kind of a bummer, but we did get questions from Tara, so that works out. And we're supposed to be answering a few of them. And also there's like a couple of other questions from other hosts, and we can answer as many as we want. So I'm gonna try to do all of them. There's 5 of them, and then I think another 2 or one is mine, and then another one from Morgan. So that's cool. So I'm gonna skip the first one, just because I don't really get it. The second question is, name one go-to pagan YouTuber that you enjoy watching and why. So I don't have just one, I have 3 of them that I really, really enjoy. And that is Joanna DeVoe, the Four Queens, and the Indigo Speaker. I love them all for all different reasons. They're like my holy trinity, really. Joanna DeVoe was like my first like pagan YouTuber I think I've ever watched back in like Major Arcana TV when she used to do that channel. And she sort of introduced me to this whole YouTube world. So I guess she was like my, I don't know. I don't know what to call her. She was like my introduction to all of this. Then the Four Queens, she's just my absolute favorite. I think I'm just gonna have to call it. She's incredible. I like her a lot. There's really not much I can say. There's so much I can say that I'd rather just not get ahead of myself here. And the Indigo Speaker is like, it's just like a lot of substance in his videos, I think. He doesn't do them very often, but when he does, it's worth it. It's worth a watch. 3. What is your favorite spiritual utensil? Like, there's so many. Okay, so I really like my wand. I have a wand, and I think it's pretty much my favorite wand. I also really love the tarot, but I think the tarot is in and of itself just like a whole different thing. But I think my wand is my favorite utensil. Actually, I should show you guys. So this is my wand. I don't know if you can see, but this is how I use it. This is how I hold it. And and I tend to put stones in here. And yeah, it's as good as any, really, but it's like the one that I really love to use. And I just love the way it looks. I love the way it feels in my hand. I love this thing. This is without a doubt like probably my favorite magical spiritual utensil. Question number 4. What is something you still need to learn in your craft? I know what this one is, and this is a tough one for me to even admit to myself. I try running away from it as much as I can. But I definitely need to be a little bit more organized, and I definitely need to devote more time into this. So I need to be more organized. I need to be more, I need to practice more, I think. And then number 5, have you ever questioned your decision on choosing this path? And what was the hardest part during your experience that may have tested your faith? My faith is being tested all the time, but I never lose it, and I never lost it. And I haven't really second guessed it. I just haven't. You know, I guess I have, but it never really like knocked me off of keeping myself on this, because I think it's just an inherent part of who I am rather than a choice I made to practice, you know, and to be, or to consider myself and to label myself a pagan. So there's really not much guessing in this It just is. And Morgan asked, what is the funniest question, comment, reaction to your path you have received from someone who wasn't pagan? Figured a lighthearted question could get a few chuckles from everyone. I'm sure we all have stories. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told my client one time that I was a pagan, and she kind of just went, yeah, I think I'm just pagan too. And it was a really funny moment because it was such a like a I think she just never really used the word and never really knew about it, but then when I sort of said it, she was like, "Right, I'm a pagan too." And it was really funny. Um yeah, that was a good funny. And then finally my question, which I hope you guys answer, and that is, how do you deal with the general public's perception of witchcraft, paganism, Wicca, whatever else tradition you're involved with? I deal with it just the best way I can, you know. I mean, obviously we have like, I don't want to say stupid people, but you have people who are just a little bit ignorant as to what it is that you do, what it is that this is. And they try to claim to preconceived notions of, you know, heathens and, you know, human sacrifice and all these awful things that you hear about, baby sacrifices and Satanism and like crazy blood spattered orgies and rituals and stuff like that. And so they try to cling on to that. One of the reasons why I asked this is because I remember that there was a while back on YouTube that a lot of pagans were reacting to this whole thing that happened on Fox News about like Wiccans wanting their, I think it was like Wiccans wanting their faith or their holidays to be acknowledged by a college or something. And the reaction to that on a major news network on Fox News was really funny, but it was also sort of a reality that made you wonder what it is that people have on their minds. And to me, this is something that's so simple, this is something that's so clear, and it's something that's so full of like love and trust for me, that for other people to be so, I don't know, really wrapped up in preconceived notions of what it is. Oh, but in terms of like movies, like The Craft and stuff, I always hear like people saying things like, "Oh, The Craft, you know, it's not an accurate representation of what Wicca is, or what witchcraft is, or what paganism is." And it's like, can you show me anywhere in um, the media, anywhere in Hollywood, anywhere in like movies, any type of fiction where any of this has been accurately portrayed? Because I cannot think of one. So really what it is just all good fun. It's all good exaggeration, it's fiction, and that's where it's supposed to be. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see everybody's videos, and I'll see you next time.